Hello. In continuation with surface areas and volume, today we'll have to discuss exercise 13.3. In this exercise, one concept, that is two or more solid shapes are there, and we are going to melt them and recasting in a different shape. Then one thing remains unchanged, that is the volume of these two figures. Okay. Suppose we are having three walls. These three walls are going to melt and mold in a different shape. So that means the volume of these three walls is equal to volume of that shape. Both are shape. Okay. This exercise, it's fully based on this concept. So I'm taking some questions from exercise 13.3. Question number 1. Exercise 13.3. Question number 1, which says a metallic sphere of radius 4.2 centimeter is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6 centimeter. Find the height of the cylinder. Metallic sphere of radius 4.2 centimeter. I'm making a diagram rather than writing a statement. I'm making diagram. Sphere. So radius of sphere is equal to R is equal to 4.3, 4.2, 4.2 centimeter. Okay. So radius R everywhere. R. Melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of radius 6. It is recast into the shape of cylinder. Cylinder of radius 6. Base radius 6 centimeter. Okay. Find the height of the cylinder. Find the height of cylinder. This we are going to find out. It's okay. In description, what should be written? In description, we have to write the radius of the sphere R is equal to 4.2 centimeter. Radius of base of cylinder is equal to R dash is equal to 6 centimeter. And let the height of cylinder is equal to H. We are going to find the H. As given, one thing is, as I told you, that it is melted and recast. Okay. One sphere is melted and recast into the form of cylinder. So one thing remains constant. What is it? Volume of sphere. Volume of sphere is equal to volume of cylinder. Is that okay? Volume of sphere 4 upon 3 pi r cube. 4 upon 3 pi r cube. What is the radius of sphere? Because there are two radii, one is this, second is one. So radius of sphere will be used in the formula of radius of sphere. Here radius of sphere is given 4.2. 4 upon 3 pi r cube is equal to volume of cylinder. Recall the formula, volume of cylinder pi r square h. Pi r square. What is the radius of cylinder? Base 6 and height we have taken as h. Okay. Here what should be done? From the left hand side and right hand side, this pi will be cancelled because we are finding the value of h, so h remains on the right hand side, other term will be shifted. 4 upon 3 into 4.2 into 4.2 into 4.2 3 times upon 6 square, means 6 into 6 here, is equal to h. Now we'll cancel the term. It is 6 7 ja 42, 0.7, 6 7 ja 42, 0.7, 3 1 ja 3 4 ja. Okay. What is coming here? 0.7, 0.7 and 1.4, it is also 0.7 multiplied by 2. Okay. So that means 4 may I write here 2 into 2 into 1.2 multiplied by 0.7 into 0.7 into 0.7. Okay. By the way, no use of it. Simply we are going to multiply. 2 2s are 4 2s are 8. 7 7 are 49. 49 7 are 49 7 9 7 are 63. 6 7 4 are 28. 28 is 343. 343 multiplied by 8. 8 3 are 24. 2 8 4 are 32. 34. 3 8 3 are 24, 24 3 27, 2744. 2744. Now place the decimal where it is. 1 2 3, 2.744 centimeter. What is it? It is the height. So h is equal to, so height of cylinder is equal to 2.744 centimeter. Okay, this is the height of cylinder. After question number 1, we're taking question number 2. Question number 2 of the exercise 13.3. What is it? After reading the question, I am making a diagram. Metallic spheres of radii 6 cm, 8 cm and 10 cm respectively are melted to form a single solid sphere. Find the radius of resulting sphere. Metallic spheres of radii 6, 8 and 10. Six centimeter, second 8 centimeter, and third one is 6, 8 and 10. This is looking like same as second one. So third one is 10 centimeter. Okay. These are three spheres, 6 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 10 centimeter, are melted to form a single solid sphere. Okay. And its radius I am taking capital R. Find the radius of the resulting sphere. Okay. As given, because these three spheres are melted and recast into the shape of this. Okay, that means the volume of three spheres is equal to volume of big sphere. Volume of three spheres is equal to volume of big sphere. Okay. Volume of three spheres. Volume of three spheres, the formula volume of a sphere 4 upon 3 pi r cube. So I write here 4 upon 3 pi r cube. One radius 6 plus 4 upon 3 pi 8 and plus 4 upon 3 pi 10 is equal to 4 upon 3 pi r cube. Okay. Here you should not be very hurry to calculate the term. First of all, we want to take common if any terms are common. So you can say that 4 upon 3 pi common from everywhere on the left hand side and will be cancelled by right hand side. But before cancelling 4 upon 3 pi common, 6 cube plus 8 cube plus 10 cube is equal to 4 upon 3 pi into r cube. 4 upon 3 pi cancel. Okay. After that, 6 cube plus 8 cube plus 10 cube. We'll multiply 6 into 6 into 6. 6 is 36. 36 multiplied by 6, 216. 8 8 is 64. 64 multiplied by 8. 8 4 is 32. 3 8 is 43. 512. And 10 into 10 into 10, 1000 is equal to r cube. So that means r cube is equal to, going to add them 6 to 8. It is 8, 0, 1, 1, 2. After that 5 to 7 and that is 1. 1728. And 1728 must be a cube root of something. 1728. Check it. 2 8 is 16. 2 6 is 12. 4. Again by 2. 4322216 108 54 27 3 3 and 3. Okay, so 1 3, one pair of 3 3 2, 2 into 2 into 3, 2 2 is 4, 3 is 12. So what should I write here? R cube is equal to 12 cube. This means R is equal to 12 centimeter. Okay, so the radius of a big resulting sphere is equal to 12 centimeter. After this question, we are taking a very interesting and very important question, a well of diameter. Okay. Question number 4. Fourth question is, third and fourth, they are same category question. Number 4. A well of diameter 3 meter is dug 14 meter deep. The earth is taken out. It has been spread evenly all around it in the shape of a circular ring of width 4 meter to form an embankment. Find the height of the embankment. A well of diameter 3 meter is dug 14 meter deep. A well of diameter well of diameter 3 meter. It's a diameter 3 meter is 14 meter deep. Okay. Everybody has seen the well of diameter. Okay. The well of diameter 3 meter is dug 14 meter deep. Well, everybody are aware of the well. Whatever the earth is taken out from it, is evenly spread to make an embankment. Embankment, that actually it is, you have seen that whenever you will see the well, near the well there is an embankment like this. This is an embankment. Okay, it's a concrete embankment. We can say that it is a circular cylinder, solid cylinder, hollow cylinder. Okay, so what is the condition? Condition is a well of diameter 3 meter is dug 14 meter deep. Earth is taken out from the well, is evenly spread to make an embankment, and the width of the embankment is 4 meter. Width of the embankment. Width of the embankment, that means this is up to here. It is 4 meter. Okay. We are going to find the height of an embankment. This we are finding. So one concept is clear. That means the amount of the earth which is taken out from the well, which is completely used for making an embankment. What does it mean? The volume of well is equal to volume of an embankment. Is that okay? Volume of well is equal to volume of embankment. Because whatever the earth is taken out, which is to be used for making an embankment. Okay. Volume of well or cylinder, because well is in the shape of cylinder. So volume of well is equal to volume of an embankment. Embankment, what does it mean? It is a hollow cylinder. Embankment is hollow cylinder or ring. Okay, circular ring, spherical. Actually, these are cylindrical ring. Don't use the term because ring is in a two-dimensional shape. We have to write here cylindrical ring or volume of an embankment. It's okay, sufficient. Volume of well is equal to volume of an embankment. Volume of well, that means volume of cylinder. Formula: volume of cylinder pi r square h. Pi r square. Radius of the well. Since the diameter is 3, therefore radius is 1.5. 1.5 whole square into h. Height of the well is equal to 14 meter. Because here we are talking about the volume of well means volume of cylinder. So we'll see only these things, 1.5 and 4. Okay, is equal to volume of an embankment. How to find this volume of an embankment? When we are going to find the volume of an embankment, so that means the volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. If I'll find out the volume of outer cylinder, we'll get the complete material in it minus volume of inner cylinder because nothing is here, there's a air space. So volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder is equal to volume of earth, which is taken out from well. It's okay. So I'm writing here volume of outer cylinder, volume of outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. Okay, outer cylinder minus volume of inner cylinder. Where? In embankment. Here we are talking about an embankment only. Okay, pi 1.5, that means 1.5 into 1.5, 2.5 multiplied by 14. Volume of outer cylinder. Volume of outer cylinder. What is the radius of this cylinder? Because this is 1.5, up to here it is 1.5 and its width is 4 meter. So volume of outer cylinder is equal to 4 plus 1.5. Total radius of it is equal to 4 plus 1.5. It is 5.5 meter. Volume of outer cylinder is equal to pi r square 5.5 square into h. H is minus volume of inner cylinder pi radius of inner cylinder, same radius. This is the inner cylinder and radius of this inner cylinder is same as 1.5, like this 1.5. 1.5 whole square into h. Okay, pi, I can multiply here 14 5 ja 70, 7, 14 2 ja 28, 28 plus 7 35, 3, 14 2 ja 28, 28 3 31. So 31.5 is equal to pi and h I am taking common. So it is coming 5.5 square minus 1.5 square. Okay, pi and pi cancel. 31.50 is equal to h. It is a square minus b square, that is a plus b, a minus b, identity. 5.5 plus 1.5 and 5.5 minus 1.5. Okay, so 31.5 is equal to h, 7, and 5.5 1.5, it is 4. So that means h is equal to 31.5 upon 7 into 4. Okay, so rather than multiplying here, I think you should remain this term as it is only. So it's better for you to cancel it, by the way. We'll cancel it by 7. 7 3 ja 21, 7 4 ja 28, 7 4 ja 28, 3, 7 5 ja 35. 4.5. It is coming 4.5 upon 4. And when we divide 4.5 by 4, the result is coming 1.125. Okay, 4 1 ja 4 point, 4 1 ja 4 1, 0, 4 2 ja 8, 4 5 ja 20. So height of an embankment is equal to 1.125. Okay. So that is very interesting and important question. One question number 3 I have left for you. Third question is also on the same pattern. You try to solve it. In the third question, the same as the concept of volume of well, and this volume of well, whatever the earth is taken out from it to be made by the earth, is an cuboidal platform. Okay. So volume of cylinder means volume of well is equal to volume of cuboid. So that would be the solution of question number 3. Okay. After this question, we are taking one question number 6. Number 6. Sixth is, how many silver coins 1.75 centimeter in diameter and thickness 2 millimeter must be melted to form a cuboid of dimensions 5.5 into 10 into 3.5? Okay. How many silver coins? Silver coins in the shape of circle? No. They are in the shape of cylinder because thickness is given. Coin 1.75 centimeter diameter and thickness is also given. So it is in the shape of cylinder. Okay. The coin given that 1.75 centimeter diameter, 1.75 centimeter, so diameter, and thickness 2 millimeter. Okay, units are different. So first we have to convert in the same unit. 2 millimeter, that means it is 0.2 centimeter. 0.2 centimeter, 1.75 upon 2 centimeter radius. Okay. Melted to form a cuboid in the shape of, cuboid in the dimensions are length, breadth and height 5.5, 10, 3.5. 5.5, 10, 3.5. And these are all in the form of centimeter. These all in the form of centimeter. Only one thing is that thickness 2 millimeter. Thickness means height of the cylinder, height of the coin. How many silver coins? Okay. So we're finding how many silver coins, what should be done? A simple way for finding how many silver coins, number of silver coins is equal to volume of cuboid upon volume of a silver coin. This is a formula. Okay. So I am using that formula directly. Number of, because these silver coins are melted and form into the recast into the form of a cuboid. So their volumes remain same. Okay. Or we can use one thing as given, suppose the number of silver coins are n, we'll solve like that. Let the number of silver coins be x. Let the number of silver coins be x. Okay. As given, x multiplied by volume of a silver coin is equal to volume of cuboid. Is that okay? Because we don't know how many silver coins are melted and recast into the shape of cuboid. I have taken, suppose x silver coins we have taken, they have melted and recast into the shape of cuboid. Okay. So x multiplied by volume of silver coin is equal to volume of cuboid. X multiplied by volume of silver coin. Silver coin is in the shape of cylinder, pi r square h. Pi r square, radius of it 1.75 upon 2 square into h means height, that means it is 0.2. Pi r square h is equal to volume of cuboid L into B into h, length into breadth into height. 5.5 into 10 into 3.5. Okay. X multiplied by pi 175 upon 200 multiplied by 175 upon 200 and multiplied by 2 upon 10 is equal to 5.5 into 10 into 3.5. Because here we are finding the value of x. Okay. So x multiplied by 22 upon 7, the value of pi into 175 upon 200 multiplied by 175 upon 200 multiplied by 2 upon 10 is equal to 5.5 into 10 into 3.5. For finding the value of x, 5.5 into 10 into 3.5, and these terms will be shifted there, so all the denominators will be there on the numerator side. So I write here 7 into 200 into 200 into 10 upon 22 into 175 into 175 into 2. Okay. 5.5, 5.5 into 10 into 3.5 into 7 into 200 into 200 into 10 upon 22 into 175, 175, and that is 2. Okay. Now start cancellation, but before that some decimals should be removed from here. It is 10 here, here is 10. Now all the decimals are clear. After that says this 10 is cancelled by 10, this 10 is cancelled by this 10. Okay, and 11 twos are 22, 11 fives are 55. After that this 2 will be cancelled, 2 will cancel 200, and this 2 will cancel this 200 100 times. Okay, after that okay, 5 3s are 15, 5 3s are 15, it is 2, 5 5s are 25, 35 35 cancel. Now what is left here? 175, this is 7, and only 175, 700 and 100. So 25 7s are 175, 25 4s are 7 cancel. So total result is 100 multiplied by 4, that is 400. Okay. So what does it mean? The number of coins is equal to, hence the number of silver coins is equal to 400. Okay. Number of silver coins is equal to 400. After this question, I am taking very interesting and very important question. Question number 8. Question number 8 of this exercise. Eighth question: water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep is flowing with the speed of 10 km per hour. How much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter standing water is needed? Okay. Water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep. Breadth 6 meter and depth means height is 1.5 meter. Is flowing with the speed of 10 km per hour. How much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter standing water is needed? Okay. Water in a canal 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep. Water in a canal 6 meter. This is not a canal. 6 meter wide and 1.5 meter deep. Okay. This is a small shape of the canal. Canal is going up to here. It's continuous. Okay. Like this. Water in a canal 6 meter wide, 1.5 meter deep is flowing with the speed of 10 km per hour. Speed of flowing water is equal to 10 kilometer per hour. Speed of flowing water in a canal is equal to 10 km per hour. It's okay. Condition is how much area will it irrigate? Question is how much area will it irrigate in 30 minutes if 8 centimeter standing water is needed for that area? Okay. How much area will irrigate? Okay. This diagram which I have made, this is actually a water blockage in the shape of, because this is a canal. Canal is in the shape of a cuboidal shape. Its height is given 1.5 meter, breadth is given 6 meter, and length is not given. But instead of length, it is given that the water flowing in this canal is equal to 10 km per hour. So we'll try to find out the length of the water blockage in this canal. It's okay. So first you understand the meaning of this question. Meaning of this question is, in a canal, the water is flowing at the rate of 10 km per hour. It's okay. In 30 minutes, first of all, we are finding that the water release or water is flowing in this canal in 30 minutes. So for finding the 30 minutes, first of all, we'll find in 1 minute how much water will be flown in 1 minute in the canal, which is multiplied by 30. This amount of water is required for irrigation purpose. And this is going to irrigate any land. And irrigation, for the irrigation, the condition is there 8 centimeter standing water is required. Okay. So that means this amount of water which has flown in 30 minutes is to be poured in a field. This field may be rectangular field or circular field or cuboidal field, whatever, which type of field is there. But you know that the volume of field, when we are going to find the volume of anything, that the area base multiplied by height. Height is given 8 centimeter. Okay. So this water which has flown in 30 minutes in this canal, which is used for using an irrigation purpose of the land. Okay. So how much area will be irrigated through this water? Okay. So here breadth is given, length is given, height is given, length is not given. Okay. Length is not given. We are not finding the length of a canal. We are finding the length of the water blockage which has flown in 1 minute, and after that 30 minutes. So first of all, because it is given that the speed of flowing water, speed of flowing water in a canal is equal to 10 kilometer per hour. This 10 kilometer per hour I want to convert into the form of, because other terms are in the meter and the time is given in minute. So I am converting into 10 multiplied by 1000 upon 60. What is it? It is meter per minute. Is it okay? I have not converted meter per second, meter per minute, because here we need 30 minutes. Okay. And the other units are given in the form of meter. 1 0 cancel, it is coming 1000 upon 6. That means it is 500 upon 3 meter per minute. And 500 upon 3 meter per minute, what does it mean? In 1 minute, the length of the water blockage is equal to 500 upon 3. Okay. So, volume of water in canal flown in 1 minute. Volume of water in canal flown in 1 minute. In 1 minute. You can imagine like that. Suppose this is the gate. Okay. You are just releasing the water from here. Water is flowing in the shape of cuboidal shape. After 1 minute, you just close it. And you will see that you can freeze this portion. So it will become a cuboidal water shape. Okay. Its length is, in 1 minute, the water flown 500 upon 3. So length is 500 upon 3. Breadth is unchangeable breadth, which is 6 meter. And depth, height is also 1.5 meter. So this freezed ice slab, okay, we can imagine that we have freezed this water. So it becomes in the form of ice cuboid. So its length is 500 upon 3. Breadth is 6 meter and height is 1.5 meter in 1 minute. Okay. So water flown in the canal flow in 1 minute is equal to length into breadth into height. Length is 500 upon 3 into breadth 6 and height is 1.5. 3 2s are 3, 5 3 are 1500 meter cube. Okay. In 1 minute, how much water flown? 1500 meter cube. So in 30 minutes, amount of water flown in canal is equal to 30 multiplied by 1500, 45,000 meter cube. Is that okay? 45,000 meter cube. And this amount of water is used for irrigation. Okay. As given, amount of water flown in 30 minutes is equal to area of base multiplied by height. Amount of water flown in 30 minutes is equal to this amount of water. That means this amount of water is to be used for irrigation to that area. So may I write here area of land multiplied by height. It's okay, because this complete water is used for irrigation purpose, and that is area of base multiplied by height. Both the terms are same. A amount of water flown in 30 minutes, that already we have got it 45,000 meter cube is equal to area of land multiplied by height. And clearly in the question it is given that the 8 centimeter standing water is required for it. 8 centimeter, because other units in the form of meter, so this 8 centimeter also will convert into the form of meter. So I write here 8 upon 100. Okay. This 8 upon 100 will be shifted here. 45,000 multiplied by 100 upon 8 is equal to area. When we cancel it, 25, 4 2s are, and again by 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, and 2 0. 22,500 multiplied by 25. Multiplied by 25. Okay. 25 5 is 125, 12, 25 2 is 50, and 12 62, 6. 25 2 is 50, it is 56 with 2 0. 562500. 562500 meter square. Meter is square, because here we have got area. 5625 meter 2500 meter square. Okay. And if you want to convert into the form of hectare, as you know that 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square, so divided by 10,000, 1, 2, 3, 4. So may I write here 56.25 hectare. 56.25 hectare area will be irrigated by it. Okay. So this was question number 8. It's a very important question. 9th question also you will solve on the basis of that. Okay friends, so this is question number 8 and end of this exercise. I hope the remaining questions will be done by yourself. In my next lecture, we'll have to take the last next exercise of it. I think it is based on frustum of a coal. Okay. So till then, bye. Thank you and thanks for watching my channel.